For students who need to avoid procrastination and be aware of their deadlines, the Recurring Task Organizer is an application that will help you utilize your time efficiently, track your daily activity, and boost your productivity. So here are the technical reviews, and I am Naljin Almario Abia. During these days, there's a strong need for this kind of application because, according to Maria Corporation, 50% of students do not use a single system or software to manage all their assignments, lecture notes, and research. 23% keep track of schoolwork and to-do items in their head by memory. Only 21.7% organize their research and lecture notes using a database software, and 47% of college students feel their high school did not teach them the organizational skills required to do well in college. By simply downloading the app from our website, you can now enjoy managing your own time.
It all started with simple thought of what could we take advantage of that can be turned into an opportunity that can help people give their best in what they do. We thought of different everyday problems that we personally experienced. After deducting those existing problems, we've come to an agreement that the problem on productivity due to poor organization skills can be turned into an opportunity not only for the customers, but also for us students. Students who are too busy with everyday tasks, we don't have time to organize them. At first, we targeted 4 different customers, but then realized that we are beginners in technopreneurship. Then we settled for students as our customers. We then brainstorm on things that can potentially be our product. Our application is named Recurring Task Organizer. Since the target customers are students, we thought that a user-friendly but free ad-supported application can be more useful. We then finalized that the promotion of the application can be done through social media, because those are sites frequented by students. We will also seek partners that will possibly widen the reach of our applications. With the use of test cards, interviews, and feedbacks, we slowly validated our hypothesis on whether it will be rejected or the business will succeed upon its launch. Along the way of forming the application with the use of PMC and VPC, we encountered many humps and difficult turns. But we also learned many things along the way that can be used to improve our product and also the business we would want to build. As stated in the first slides, the target customers are students who are struggling with productivity due to poor organization skills. Therefore, we, the A Plus Group, provided them with an application that can help them organize their tasks with ease. An application that is both free and user-friendly that can be used to help their struggle in productivity.
Hi, I'm Sherwin Subido. I'm here just to give you a little background that our target customers are not asked to pay directly to install our application since it falls under the category of a free application. Therefore, just by simply using our app, they are already contributing to our revenues. Given the fact that many of our target customers, the students, do struggle a lot with managing their time and academic backlogs, our application helps ease that burden. That is a already potential reason why they could possibly continue using our application and relatively pay us indirectly by continuously seeing the ads inside our apps. In relation to that, in order for us to pull off our vision, we, the developers, served as the main resource, which is a requirement in delivering our value proposition to our target customer. For we are the ones who shall execute all the necessary actions in establishing and developing our current tasks organizer. Not to mention that the developers are students themselves who experience firsthand what it's like to be left behind with school-related works due to bad time management. Likewise, in creating our value proposition, it requires platform development and maintenance as our key activity, since the developers have to keep an eye on the improvements that our recurring tasks organizer needs, plus on keeping it a trouble-free application. Through this, the developers are able to ensure that the application we offer to our target customer is of great value.
Hi, I am Chinimay Olave and I will explain the hypothesis. The most critical hypothesis states that students will use the application to be productive and be able to organize work effectively. We verified it by using a Google form to gather feedbacks from some of our customers, and this is the results that we've got. 85.7% answered yes, and since we've got more than 50%, then this hypothesis is true. Next hypothesis states that customers struggle with unorganized schoolworks and tasks. We interviewed a total of 13 students about their academic concerns. You can see here a sample of transcript of the interview. After analyzing carefully the answers of the interviewees, we concluded that almost 85% mentioned their struggles regarding it. Therefore, the hypothesis is true. Third hypothesis, the developers will gather new customers from advertising posts on Facebook. Then we made a Facebook page for our application and post our explainer video there as well as our landing page. After some time, it hits a total of 126 likes and almost 182 people reach our post. Therefore, we concluded that the hypothesis is true. Fourth hypothesis states that a user-friendly interface makes the customer want to use the application more. We verified it by using a Google form to gather feedbacks from some of our customers, and this is the results that we've got. 100% answered yes, and since we've got more than 50%, then this hypothesis is true. Fifth hypothesis, schools, advertising agencies, and Twitter influencers are interested in partnering. We verified this hypothesis by approaching a licensed professor from Galilee Academy and a Twitter influencer. But then we failed to acquire 10 key partners. Therefore, the hypothesis is false. Sixth hypothesis states that free online application builder will help us save money from production, development, and maintenance. To verify it, we use the JotForm builder that offers free templates and forms online. But then, since we spend money to advertise our application on Twitter, we failed to prove this hypothesis. Therefore, it is false. Seventh hypothesis states that students prefer installing free ad-supported application over premium membership applications. We verified it by using a Google form to interview and gather feedbacks from some of our customers, and this is the results that we've got. 100% answered yes. And since we've got more than 50%, then this hypothesis is true. Second to the last hypothesis that we have states that students are the most suitable users of the application. So the developers gather data from a site that mentioned information about users of time management application. And it proved that students are commonly the customers. Therefore, the hypothesis is true. Now let's move forward to our last hypothesis, and it states that students are willing to pay for future upgrades of the software. Again, we gathered feedbacks using Google Form to verify it, and this is the result. Since only 14.3% answered yes, which is far below 50% that we need, then we concluded that our hypothesis is false. Okay, so these are the summary of our data. Here are the results from our Google Forms. Then in this slide, you can see the interactions and engagements that we have from our Facebook page. Next is from the interviews. These are some of the discoveries that we acquire from it. Then from the article. And lastly, our key partners, which is a teacher or a professor and a Twitter influencer.
To wrap it up, A+ Group successfully developed the recurring task organizer, and we later found out that our greatest strength falls on utilizing Facebook, Twitter, and our website, which allowed us well to interact with our customers immediately. In a startup business like ours, partnering with ad agencies was too hard, but seeing how things went well during the process, like we successfully partnered with Twitter influencers and Galilee Academy, plus positive feedbacks from our customers, we are more than certain that in the future, we'll be able to reach out to them too. Again, we are the A+ Group, and this is our story.